Derek, it is Monday and there's still obviously a few days to go, but as it stands, how hopeful are you that Michael Devlin will be playing come Sunday?
Hopeful. I'm trying to be positive as we can because he's obviously a very important player for us. The medical staff are a bit non-committal at the minute. Obviously they see it and they recognise the responsibility to try and have him ready. Like every team, you want key players available for you, especially in a game like Sunday. So when I first took the phone call from when he was away with Scotland, you know, we anticipated prior to the scan that he had no chance. He was out, you know, and so it was a real blow for us then, and we kind of dealt with it then. Obviously post scan, the feeling was that he had an outside chance, and we're just going to run with that at the minute, and we'll prepare this week for without him or with him. But I think he's had good days and bad days over the last few days. Today wasn't a great day in how he was feeling. Yesterday was better, the weekend was better, so he's got an opportunity. We'd have to train fully by Friday for me if he's going to start the game. But while we've got a chance and a shot at it, we'll give him every encouragement to be fit.
If it's a 50-50 call, is this the kind of game that you would take a risk with him?
No, listen, it's cup finals don't come round all the time, and Michael's had a lot of disappointments, you know, and obviously missing out in Scotland. He's had a couple of real sore injuries, a real test of his character and his professionalism to come through those. So he's overcame a lot of disappointments, and of course he would want to be there, but he's got to be right. He's got to be right, you know, we would never put a boy at risk if there was a risk of putting him out for much longer or whatever. So we'll wait up towards the end of the week, and if he's fit, great. If he's not fit, we'll adjust accordingly.
With the importance that you place on him as a player within your squad, you wouldn't look, I guess, at Saturday's performance as an influencing factor in terms of saying, are you fit? Can we get you back in the team?
Every manager wants their players to be fit and available, especially the better players and more influential players. But me standing over my physios, you know, berating him and threatening him that he's got to be fit, isn't he going to get the job done? So you've just got to deal with it. So, you know, we'd one change on Saturday from the team that was so good against Hibs, and that was obviously Michael. But it was a poor team performance Saturday. But so it's not just, you don't win a game with one player, you don't lose a game because of one player. It's a team performance, and like I say, I can't get too hung up here. I've got responsibility for my whole club and for my whole squad to be ready for Sunday, and it can't just be dependent on one player. And you know, and we're not. But ideally, we'd like him to be fit.
In terms of the fact that this is the third cup final you've been to in 3 seasons, and the third time you faced Celtic, when you look at the 2 previous ones and you look at the games you've played against Celtic, do you feel you have to do something different on Sunday if you're to win this one?
No, I would probably look at the last couple of games we've played Celtic, and you know, 2-1-0 results, 1-0 for us at the back end of last season, 1-0 for Celtic Park this year. So in the last few months we've had 2 very tight games against them. The game we won, there was nothing really in the game. We've come up with a big moment to get the 3 points and an important result. And Scott Sinclair, I think, comes up with a goal for Celtic Park. Nothing in the game. So our last 2 performances have been encouraging for us. When you play against good teams, and Celtic are a good side, we all recognise that, especially where they are at the minute. You have to get the balance right between attacking and defending. You know, you've got to make sure that you try and recognise and try to nullify their key players from having an enjoyable day, and if they start enjoying the game, then it can be very difficult for you. And I feel as though that in previous finals we were far better in the second final against them and gave ourselves a chance to win. So it's our 4th final in just over 5 years, and you know, you mentioned the 2 we lose, but I'll look at the one we won as well. Even though it wasn't against Celtic, we found a way to win that, and just as we've found. We haven't lost a goal in the competition yet. You know, we've beaten 3 Premier League teams already. We've had to win at Easter Road. We've had to win at Hampden against Rangers. It's a tough test for us to go then and beat Celtic at Hampden as well. But You know, it shows we feel we've got the big performance in us that can win the game. Celtic are the bigger club. They've got the bigger squad, better squad, but we are capable of the bigger performance on the day, and that's what we'll be searching for and looking for.
You've started the week with a cup final win with your kids.
Yeah, 16s. Yeah, that was a good lift for us. All the staff were there, a lot of senior players were there. Good support for the young lads. You know, they set out with the task at the start of the season to win that cup, and they did it. So good on them for that. And you know, at any level you want to see your club being successful. So you know, they've set the tone for the week.
How important is it for Aberdeen to be winning silverware regularly?
Yeah, well, I think it is important, but it's no easy. I think prior to coming in, I think we'd only won maybe one trophy in 20 odd years maybe. So that suggests it's important, it's no easy, and at least now we're giving ourselves a chance. No other club out with Celtic have been in more semi-finals or finals than us, or competed in Europe as much as us in recent seasons. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of my team now for getting ourselves in a position to get to another cup final. I'll be even prouder if we can get the result and get the trophy that we all want. So I think we're capable of winning the trophy. I felt that at the start of the season, when the cup competition started, and I feel it every match now that we can win this game on Sunday.
I know there'll be a bit of change of personnel from the previous cup finals, but
yeah.
In general terms, how much can it benefit to the players, you know, going to Hampden regularly to compete in these cup finals, that experience when you go back to it?
I think it is important. I think you know, I always remember Sir Alex saying to me after we'd lost, I remember the 3-0 game in Celtic, and we spoke, and he said that it's only by revisiting the surroundings and familiarity that players start to feel at home and being more capable of delivering a performance. He said he had umpteen international players who'd played 400 or 500 games at top flight, didn't turn up in a final, and he says sometimes it can happen, but by revisiting them you get more familiar with your surroundings. I feel we are that. I think it's helped us being here so often in the last wee while. It doesn't give you any guarantees, it doesn't give you any real advantage on the day because you've still got to do all the things we spoke about, but I certainly think it doesn't do any harm. Even my players involved with the national team recently, training here every day or for a few days, and being involved in a couple of positive results recently as well. You know, McKinnes, Shinnie, Devlin briefly, Gary Mackay-Stevens, all that helps because we know Celtic have got that, you know, so it's good to see that Aberdeen now we feel that as a club that we kind of belong here and feel at home here.
Does the fact that Celtic are playing Thursday have any effect on this game on Sunday?
I think it will if they pick up some injuries, you know, clearly, but you know, I think people had mentioned, was it prior to the Hearts game maybe or whatever it was, and after a European game they normally still win the next game. Celtic, they're normally ready, and look, you don't play for Celtic or you don't last at Celtic if you're not ready to play in a cup final. So I think that we have the advantage of a full working week to prepare for the game Sunday, but we don't. I don't think it will be any real advantage getting to the game on Sunday. You know, that's Celtic, as I said, I've got the squad and the experience of dealing with that.
Do you expect to see a reaction from your team from the game on Saturday, or does that kind of go out the window when it comes to a cup final?
Who knows? I mean, we're into the game on Saturday in good form, so you're never really. What happens prior to any game isn't any real indication of. Like, I'd rather have won the game Saturday and get into the game on the back of another one and another clean sheet, but you know, everything for a reason, and it's not going to dwell on it too much. It's not going to affect the build up to this one, because we've got to remember. I remember the first cup final at Aberdeen, how eagerly anticipated it was, the one we won. The excitement with 43,000 fans travelling from all over the world to get there because it had been so long. And it was so eagerly anticipated, Aberdeen winning a trophy again. And I felt the weight of expectation then, and I still feel it now. So, but I also want to feel the same excitement and adrenaline and the excitement about and then have that enthusiasm for a cup final. You know, every other manager in Scotland would rather want to be sitting here preparing for it, and every other set of players, every other set of supporters would want to be preparing for a cup final, and we've got to remind ourselves that. So whether we'd won on Saturday, which I would have preferred, it doesn't have any bearing on how we approach this. We mean to enjoy this week, we mean to enjoy performing at our best on Sunday, hopefully, and winning a trophy.
You mentioned the fans there. I'm assuming it must be nice to know you'll be backed by 20,000 plus on Sunday.
Yeah, I think obviously it was, a lot was made of the so-called lack of numbers at the semi-final, but the 10,000, 11,000 that was here in the semi-final, they certainly helped the team, especially after we'd went in front. You know, they get great backing from them, and it was great that they were given the first opportunity, the ones who came to the semi-final, to come here again for the final. Clearly the response, the ticket sales have been sold within a few days, 20,000, you know, and that's always the way it is for clubs in finals. Wanting to be there, supporters want to be there when they see their team lift a trophy, and hopefully that's exactly what we can do, but it is important we have that support.
Derek, you talked about how important it is for the players to have experience playing here at Hampden. The more they do that, the more they get used to it, etc. Is that the same for you as a manager as well? How do you cope when you're in the, well, I was going to say the dugout, it's not quite the dugout here at Hampden, but you know, obviously a big game, lots riding on you as well? Yeah,
I think sometimes the manager's part can get overplayed once at times. You know, I feel the players are capable of delivering the performance. You know, and you know, I think as a manager, you maybe it's a preparation for the game really that you want to make sure that you use, and you know, whether at times we've stayed away for a few days prior to a final and it's not worked. Sometimes it has worked, but whether we just treat it as a normal game and we stay in Aberdeen for the week and travel down to Glasgow on Saturdays we normally do for any game in Glasgow. And we just, for me, I think keeping it as simplistic as possible and as natural as possible for the players. You know, we want to play the game when it comes round, not the occasion. But it's important we still enjoy the build up to it all. It's, you know, as I say, getting to cup finals doesn't always come round for players, and for me as manager, I just want to try, and all my staff, our job is to make sure the players are in the best shape, form, physically, mentally and tactically for the game at 3 o'clock, and giving them the opportunity to be at their best, because if they're at their best, then we have a chance.
Do the team talk you deliver before a cup final, or are they different to what you would deliver on a Saturday?
Yeah, not really. I think the motivation is to win is always there. You know, I feel we've changed that at Aberdeen over the last few years. That, you know, draws feel like defeat and defeats hit home hard. You know, winning is what we try and do. So the game's there to be won on Sunday, and you know, sometimes, you know, I think you get to know your players, and like I said to you there in the build-up, sometimes doing anything different or totally different, if the players see me different, and it's maybe no the right thing for them to do. It's important that they've got to the final being what they are and doing what they do best, and it's that will be important for us to try and win the game on Sunday. So we will not do anything too radical, different ahead of Sunday. Thank you. Cheers.